If you're like me, there is naturally going to be a lull in your business when you move from one place to the next. Even if you do all of your marketing perfectly so that you have clients lined up in the new area and ready to go, you still are going to need some time to get your life together. There's the packing and the actual moving and the unpacking. You know what I mean. So what can you do to prepare your business ahead of time for this financial lull? My favorite strategy is what I like to call a final hurrah. Hey friend, I'm Erin, military spouse and teacher turned photographer, and I love helping fellow Milspouse photographers build businesses that thrive despite frequent moves. So glad you found me here, and I can't wait to dive into this strategy with you. So what exactly is a final hurrah? It is a strategic way to celebrate the end of an assignment and also bring in some extra income before you have that financial lull that comes with the move. I have a few ideas to share, but I first want to note that the first thing I said was that it should be a celebration. Now, I'm not talking about a big old party unless that's something you want to run with, but I would encourage you to have fun with this. This should be a way to acknowledge the growth that you experienced during this assignment and celebrate the people who helped you achieve that. So, what are some ideas? First, you could run a print or album sale for your previous clients. So, especially if you are a photographer who delivers a full gallery of digital images like I do, you can connect your gallery to a professional print lab and let your clients order directly. You'll set the prices and then it's pretty hands-off from there. Your clients will place their order. Your main job will be incentivizing them to order. Now, again, we said this should be a celebration, so there should be something in it for the client here when you do this. Maybe you do a buy one, get one offer, something like that as a way to thank them, but also incentivize them to purchase. Up next, if you are already doing a print sale for your clients, you might also consider collecting your favorite landscape shots from either around the area you're stationed or other places that you've traveled and putting together a gallery of those shots that you can then sell. This likely won't be as successful as selling clients pictures of themselves, but if you have some really beautiful or epic shots from places that you've lived, this could be another way to build in some extra sales as you get ready for your move. Now, if print sales aren't your thing, I have another idea for you. We all know that the military community is small and that connections are everything. So I would encourage you to utilize those connections. If you can incentivize referrals and have your current clients refer you to their friends in the new location, you're going to gain traction more quickly there. Now, you could do this a couple different ways. If you still have time to book shoots in your current location, maybe you offer a certain discount to both the current client as well as their friend when they both book. Maybe they get 20% off their session or something. If you don't have time to keep booking clients in the current location, you could offer them a free print from their previous session when their friend books you in the new place. There's different angles that you can take here, but my encouragement is to use your network, use the connections that you already have. The military is small, and the sooner that you can start to make those connections in the new area, the faster you'll gain traction, the more easily things will start to take off for you. Last but not least, my favorite way to host a final hurrah is to have a day of mini sessions. As a family photographer, this is a very convenient way for me to serve multiple families in a single day, but mini sessions are something that can be offered outside family photography as well. If you are a senior photographer, maybe you could do cap and gown mini sessions, or if you're a branding photographer, maybe you host a day of brand minis that just come with a few updated pictures for your clients. Think creatively here. If there's a way that you can stack multiple sessions back to back and serve as many clients as you can on a single day, that's going to be a lot more convenient for you, and it's going to be a good way to kind of pack your calendar before you go. Now, since this is actually what I do, let me share with you a little bit about what that looks like. First up, I do some math, my favorite, to figure out my pricing. And to do that, I'm looking at how much time do I anticipate that I'm going to have off. Obviously, there's a range, but how much money would I typically bring in during that time? And then I divide that by the number of sessions that I'm hoping to book, and that tells me how much I should price each individual session for. Now, it's important to be realistic here. If you are moving in the dead of winter, you are likely not going to book as many sessions as if you're moving and your final hurrah is during peak fall mini session season. So just think realistically, give yourself reasonable expectations as to how many sessions that is reasonable for you to book. Then about 6 weeks out from the final Hurrah date, I launched the sessions to my list of previous clients. I won't go through all the nitty-gritty details here, but I use ConvertKit for my email list and Studio Ninja's scheduler so that my clients can just go to my booking calendar, choose a time, and then it builds a lead right into my CRM, and I can send contracts, invoices, questionnaires, things like that from there. So I find that to work really well for me. Again, I won't go into all of the back-end details here, but if you have questions on that, you can certainly let me know. Best case scenario, I will leave a couple extra spots open so that as additional inquiries come in the coming weeks, I have spaces for those people, but once they're full, they're full. Now, just like with other seasonal mini sessions, I am communicating with these clients regularly, helping them get ready for their session. But when the day of the final Hurrah comes, I try to make it extra fun. After all, these are my people, and they have come to celebrate my last big day of shooting before I move, and I want to make sure that they feel appreciated. So it doesn't have to be expensive, but little things like a cooler full of juice boxes or cookies from a local place or stickers for the kids, just little things to help them enjoy the celebration. Now, obviously, the priority is beautiful images, and I am certainly working to do that, but I have found that over-delivering in these other ways is really well received too. Finally, my clients always have the option to upgrade to the full gallery when I deliver their images, and since I am trying to maximize the income that I bring in before my move, it is more important now than ever to incentivize them to buy the entire gallery. And so I do this through providing a wide variety of composition and posing and things like that within the gallery, but also using a pricing structure that makes the full gallery the best buy. So when you're doing this, you want to make sure after you've done the sessions, you've edited, you're getting ready to deliver, that you are incentivizing your clients to upgrade to the full gallery, again, to maximize your income before your move. Well, there you have it, friend. There are lots of ways that you could plan a final Hurrah, but running a print sale, incentivizing referrals, and hosting a day of mini sessions are all good ways to do it. If you have a PCS on the horizon and you found this helpful, don't miss out on my free download, 5 Ways to PCS Prep Your Business. A final Hurrah is one good way to get you started, but this guide is filled with other ways that you can get your business ready for a PCS so that you can hit the ground running when you get there. I will link that in the description below. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those either in the comments or in our Facebook group, Photographers Changing Stations, and I will see you next time.